Welcome to Property Wealth Systems A to Z of property investing. Today we're going to be talking about E, and that's E for ethical investing. As we progress through the videos, don't worry if you miss a previous video, that's not a problem. You'll be able to revisit the content at a later date and as many times as you like. Just save all of the emails into your inbox. If you missed last week's video, D for doing the numbers, just click on the link below and you can access that content. And there you'll find all of our previous A to Zs. Who are Property Wealth System? We are a collective of active property investors, and we've come together to show other people how to achieve their property goals through education. That's whether you be new to property and looking to buy your first property investment, or whether you've already got an existing portfolio and you're looking to diversify. My name is Rick, and I actually bought my first investment property as an amateur nearly 20 years ago. Fast forward to now, and I'm a full-time investor as well as a trainer and mentor for Property Wealth System. In this video, we're going to talk about E for ethical investing. What does that actually mean? It's understanding that you can build a strong, sustainable and profitable business, but at the same time always being ethical in your actions. That's what we teach here at Property Wealth System. It's about tailoring individual property strategies to suit your own individual goals, but at the same time looking for win-win solutions for everybody that you deal with. When it comes to property investment, there sometimes can be a misconception that property investors are only in it for one thing, and that's greed and profit, but we can actually create shared wins and outcomes. For example, the press sometimes cite property investment as a reason that first-time buyers and families can't get into the market. The simple truth is that first-time buyers and families are not interested in the same properties. As professional investors, we are buying with a different mindset, a different set of KPIs, and through a different looking glass. Investors always have to look where they can create value. We don't look at properties that are already finished because there's no value to be added to those properties. So we are always looking at the damp, the smelly house, the swirly carpets, the properties that have got problems and defects and structural issues. Those are the properties that we need to look at. Those are the types of properties that families and first-time buyers will more often than not want to run away from. It's the problem properties that we actively go after. We are looking for the empty shells, the properties that have been on the market for a long time that won't sell. And we're looking to do something with them, something creative where we can create value and create a great end product. We're bringing these projects back into the market so they can be used by families for rentals, first-time buyers, for end users as HMOs, as service accommodation, something that we can do with that property that no one else has been able to do previously. Another contributing factor is the number of empty homes that we have in the UK. You know, the government's own figures say that empty homes run into hundreds of thousands. In 2019, in England alone, we had over 600,000 empty properties. And that's nearly double the 300,000 target that the government has set for building of new homes. So if we could only just do something with those empty properties, we'd be doing something to really solve a key issue in the housing market. A professional investor will look at those empty homes and think, how can I bring them back into the market? How can we create an end use? How can we create a buy-to-let? How can we create an HMO? How could we perhaps bring that commercial unit back into use? And what we're doing is we're increasing choice and we're giving the consumers more options in the market. And by doing that, we're improving an area and bringing those properties back into life. As a landlord, it's really, really important to remember that we are not just creating a house. When we're bringing these properties back into circulation, we're actually creating homes and opportunities for people. So remember that, you know, it's more than just, you know, bricks and mortar to the end user of that property. In today's property market, it's important to realise that there's more and more legislation coming into the market every year. This is a really positive thing, as we've seen housing standards increase year on year. We've seen health and safety and general levels of comfort in the buy-to-let market and rental markets improving. Legislation will continue to change, and we welcome that because it keeps standards high and it keeps the amateurs out of the market. The days of being an amateur investor are over. Finally, property investment is about people, and it's really important that you remember this. There's so many people involved in property. This includes the vendor, the person that you're buying from, the agents. It's dealing with your power team, so that could be your legal team, your accountants, your architects, Also the local trades that you're going to be using to renovate the property. You're also dealing with the end user. Are you dealing with a property that you're going to sell to somebody, or you're dealing with somebody that you're going to rent to? And all the way along that, it's important to play the long game and create win-win opportunities for everybody that you deal with. As part of your power team, you have one of the most important jobs, because it's you that brings all of this together, all of the different contacts within your teams, delivering the project and finding the end use. So it's really, really important that you learn to communicate effectively with people and look for win-win scenarios. Always act with integrity, be consistent in your actions, look for win-win opportunities, and play the long game. If you do all of these things, people will remember you, and it will serve you very, very well when it comes to property investment. And most importantly, enjoy the experience, and as they say, enjoy the journey. So that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this little insight into ethical investing. Join us next time when we're going to be dealing with F for finance. If you haven't already had a chance to attend one of our Kickstarts, we'd love to see you at one of those. At that point, you can learn more about other strategies and how to ethically invest. Just click on the link below and that'll take you forward and how to get booked onto a Kickstart. Also take an opportunity to download our ebooks. Also join our community Facebook group, which is where you can interact and chat to other like-minded people interested in property investment. Well, that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed my insight into ethical investment.